Hey, what's up, everyone? Welcome to BlooHoops, Ep.3. I am your host, Eddie. Over there across the sea, across on the other side of the ocean is my main man, Ozzy.
Ozzy, that's me, man. What's up?
What up, Ozzy? What's up, man? You ready to do this thing?
I don't know if I can match your energy level, but yeah, let's do it.
Listen, man, I just got up. I'm hungover. I'm tired. I don't know how I got all this energy.
Hungover from drinking? How much you drink?
Yeah, no.
Energy drinks?
Not a drinker, Ozzy. I don't drink, man. In case you don't know that about me. Now you do.
That was one of my trivia questions.
Oh, shit. Okay, damn.
No, I'm kidding. Go ahead. What's up, man? What are you up to?
Just hanging out. So, check this out. We talked about recently, last week, we talked about my, for whatever reason, infatuation with hiking. A recent infatuation with hiking, because I tend to be...
Mount Everest over here.
Yeah. So that's something I want to do, right? But it's something I never really got around to doing. So I went hiking for the first time last week. Fun as hell, but it beat the crap out of me. Put it that way. It's a whole nother level. I do a little running here and there, but hiking, man, those steep hills, they
whole different thing.
Yes, yeah. So
round trip, how long was it?
We're looking at maybe 2 hours, probably even shorter. I was like dying up there, so I wasn't gonna make it. I didn't even know if there was gonna be an episode 3 for a moment there.
You're gonna die.
As I'm perishing, I'm like, no, BlooHoops.
Well, if you want to one day climb Mount Everest, this is a stepping stone. You gotta build up to it.
Definitely, but. I'm assuming there'll be a lot more snow, because...
You gotta layer up for sure.
Because here in Cali, man, it's the heat. Oh, man, it's insane. We're going through a drought in case you're not aware of, Ozzy. There's a drought here in California. We need water. Send help quick.
Get you some water too. Yeah, it actually, the last week here, it's actually been raining a lot, like almost every day. Wow. And not just raining normal, like monsoon level rain over here. So I feel bad for you guys over there.
Yeah, we're stuck with Bill Gates drinking poop water over here. Not sure how to feel about that. So before we started this show, me and Ozzy were talking about a little bit about recycling water. And I brought up the topic that Bill Gates recently drank recycled poop water. Now I said that as a joke, but not entirely sure how much fact is there in that statement. So
yeah, I'd just be hesitant about drinking poop water, because like I mentioned to you, in the back of my mind, I'm just gonna be thinking psychologically, this is shit, man. What am I doing?
I mean, to be fair,
I wonder if it has any kind of smell. And you think it has any kind of smell? How do you sell that at stores? All, by the way, too. Like,
I mean, you can sell it that it's environmentally friendly. It's not. It's recycled water pretty much. But yeah, I mean, my best guess is that you wouldn't tell anyone it's poop water.
I mean, if you're selling it, I think you have to. It's the law, I'm pretty sure. Right?
I mean, you can just say it's recycled water. It certainly sounds better than poop water.
That's true, yeah.
It's gross, man. I mean, well, Bill Gates did it, so.
Yeah, he could do it.
Shout out to Bill Gates for curing malaria, or trying to cure malaria. Fighting the good fight.
Yeah.
Anyways, in case you guys aren't aware, this is the BlooHoops Podcast, where me and a good friend Ozzy talk about nonsensical things, such as our first segment, Good Cop, Bad Cop, where we each discuss a topic of interest, and one of us plays good cop in favor of the topic, and one of us plays bad cop against it. Our second segment covers one general topic that each of us either brings up, and we discuss that in full detail. And then last but not least, we're adding a third segment called Quicktime Events. like the video games. And in Quicktime Event, we ask each other generalized, quick-fire questions. And with that being said,
get to know each other a little bit better.
Yeah.
Not for us too, but for anybody that's listening.
Agreed. In case you guys don't know, I don't know this man. Never seen him in my life.
I never met you. Who are you?
He's in Arizona for some reason. God knows why. And yeah, so this is a little way of getting for the viewers to know us, but also for me and Ozzy to learn a little bit more about ourselves. Surprisingly,
the first time I got to know you was on chat roulette, right? When you were
Jesus Christ. My goodness. I can just imagine where that was going.
I'm kidding.
Ozzy, you look bigger back then. If that was... Oh, man. Just
It's off the rails already. All right, go. What are we? Good cop, bad cop.
Okay, so our first topic is good cop, bad cop. Let's see. Our main topic of discussion is what exactly, Ozzy?
The Olympics are around the corner.
So I heard.
Brazil seems to be a mess. A lot of athletes are basically deciding not to go to Brazil.
Mm-hmm.
So that's pretty much what our topic is. You are pro athletes going to the Brazil.
Correct.
And I'm against it pretty much.
Okay.
So what's your view?
Let me get this on the record first. I think it's a bad idea too. However, I will defend this as best as I can.
Yeah.
So
hit me.
I think the first things first is just that if you're a team, if you're an athlete going to the Olympics, first of all, what huge honor that is to represent your country in the Olympics. That's like you there's just nothing like it. I think about when athletes win championship and things like that in national leagues, especially here in the States, like the national basketball. I mean, the NBA teams winning all those. Playing for the championship here in the States, and the more I think about it, like that's so minuscule compared to beating like the world. Can you imagine? Like, let's say you're the U.S. team, right? I mean, you're gonna win the U.S. men's basketball team regardless.
That's a given, yeah.
But to say that you competed against the world and actually come out on top. Yeah. I mean, you compete against all the athletes across the world, and to say that's just that feeling. I'm sure it's irreplaceable. I think of Michael Phelps too, back in when he was like winning all those gold medals. Like that's swimming. It's a different sport. It's I'm sure there's a lot. I mean, there's competition in every sport, but compared to basketball, where the dream team outshines every other team in the whole world, I'm pretty sure Michael Phelps must feel freaking really proud to have won those 12 medals. So I think just the fact that you're representing your country and competing against other top athletes in the whole world, I mean, to actually come out on top and actually participate in those, it's a huge honor, especially for even a small country. It just means so much more. Even if you get beat by 40, 50 points like the other NBA teams, I mean the other teams going against the U.S., I mean, it's still a huge honor to play, and I think that's huge because you want to go out and compete against the best of the best, and in this case, you're competing against everyone in the whole world, and you can't say much about that.
Okay.
You buy my argument, or what do you think?
I completely buy it. You won me over. I got nothing. No, I'm kidding.
I'm done. Shut him down. Shut down the presses.
I got one word for you. Zika.
You're full of shit.
Oh my God, the Zika virus is rampant in Brazil. I just don't see how you could want to go to a country where that virus is so prevalent. I mean, have you seen because you've seen the effects of Zika, right? The baby's born and it's pretty horrible. So, I mean, that's my main concern, but not the only one. Um, the athletes' village. You've heard of that, right? Where the athletes, that's what they call the place where they stay.
Uh-huh.
It's been classified as uninhabitable.
Oh, shoot. Okay.
Exposed wires, blocked toilets, rooms smelling of gas, water running down the walls. I mean,
Oh, my gosh.
how can you even focus on the game or the tournaments when you got all of these exterior environmental things affecting you? Like, I don't, how are you gonna go swimming when, if you go home and there's like fucking,
There's poop water.
there's poop water, there are people drinking it, it's not even recycled. Other than that, I would say that, when is it? Like next month?
It's
And
close. I'm not too
it's
familiar with the date, but it's very close.
and it's not even, I don't even think the construction is finished yet.
Hmm.
There's still stadiums that are half built. Um, there's public servants that are angry because they haven't been paid. Just a whole economic collapse. I mean, the whole country seems to be in just dire issues. I don't even know how they're going to be able to run it, honestly. I have my doubts. I don't even know how they ran the World Cup because it wasn't the World Cup 2 years ago
That's
and
a
we didn't
whole
hear.
that's a whole another topic, but
Yeah, I don't know if we heard as much horrible stuff at the World Cup one than at this one. It's just, it doesn't seem like they're prepared at all. I think it was just too much to have the World Cup in 2014, then the Olympics in 2016, it just seems. And not to mention the gangs and all
whatever,
that stuff.
all the
Yeah,
crime that's running amok.
correct.
Gosh,
I
when
mean, if you were an athlete, well, you said you wouldn't go, but
I mean,
put your,
look, if I was an athlete, I would think it would be well protected if I were to visit, a country full of, all this kind of, you know, every single situation that's facing Brazil currently. I would think that if I was an athlete, I would be well taken care of. I'm not sure, um, but I would think that like, hey, maybe it's not. You know what I mean? Like, if you're pretty wealthy, pretty well-known athlete, I highly doubt you're gonna get sick with a Zika virus. I mean, not because you're a highly athlete, but more because you'll be taken care of. With that being said, I mean, there is one kind of small upside to this. If
huh,
people are not going, less competition, meaning more chances that those smaller countries can win potentially a
yeah,
potential gold or silver medal. And I mean, a lot of NBA athletes aren't going, and the dream team has certainly, it appears weaker on paper, but I mean, they're still winning, beating China by 40 or 50 points. I don't know how weak is that, but you
just
know,
put some of that spray off, whatever it's called.
oh
Bug off.
gosh, it's like mosquitoes in your face. So I think that that's another plus side, is that it's there's less. I mean, I would assume there's less competition, and I would think that if you were to go as a professional athlete, you would be well taken care of. So maybe the sanitation thing isn't that big of an issue, and considering this is a world event, I find it odd that more countries aren't um, offering some form of assistance toward Brazil to help make the whole situation better. Maybe they are. I'm not really
Yeah.
aware of that, but I mean,
Think about this. If you're an athlete, you win the gold, you come back, you have a kid. Think about this. The gold worth it? You're getting,
I mean, you're stumping me on this, Ozzy.
I win.
I just,
To be fair, defending it is pretty tough.
but here's the thing though. There are athletes who are willingly going, knowing that this is This is a potential thing that can happen. So I'm trying to picture myself in their shoes. Why exactly they're doing this. And again, the things that I have in mind is that, one, you're going to represent your country. You could come back potentially a national hero, and I think that's something that takes a lot of it's very prideful to have that achievement in your life. Who wouldn't want to have that? And then the other plus side, again, as I mentioned, there's not really. I would assume there's less competition. But Zika, man, that's a whole nother situation. And I mean, my hope is that they fix it soon. It's a shame that we have these Olympics coming up and that the best of the best cannot compete because of this. But
yeah,
I mean, yeah, you're right. It's pretty tough to defend trying to. But again, there's a ton of athletes going, so go figure.
All right. I mean, that's all I got to say about it. Zika and Zika.
That dream team, though. Why is Draymond Green sending those pictures? He's out of his mind.
It's going to make him a better basketball player. He'll grow from this.
Jeez. That's gross. That's gross, man. You could interpret that in two different ways.
Like, he's a kid. I'm going to grow from this. You're already in your 20s. What are you talking when you're going to grow? Anyway, should we move on to our next topic?
Yeah, let's do that. All right, Ozzy. So, second topic of the day is you're doing something. What are you doing? Tell me more about it.
Yeah, I think in the last podcast, or whatever this is, I mentioned I wanted to do more traveling. So, Daisy and I decided, damn, should I have said her name? No, it doesn't matter. Daisy and I decided to go to New York in September.
New York.
Never been to New York. Her birthday is like in mid-September, so that's when we're going. I thought it'd be a cool gift or a cool birthday present for her. So, it's weird because I've never been that far from my home. Like the farthest I've gone is probably, where was it? Probably Las Vegas, like a 6 or 7 hour trip.
Jeez, man.
I mean, excluding my hometown and where you are, which I won't say, but
for security purposes.
Security purposes, people tracking us down. Yeah, so it's gonna be pretty weird being in New York. It's a new experience for me. I'm staying at somebody's house that I've never met.
Are you using the Airbnb thing?
Yeah, I'm using that.
Oh, wow.
And I just got a text a couple hours ago that my confirmation that I'm confirmed. So I'm gonna be staying at some stranger's house.
How does that work? I've seen that, but I'm not too familiar with it. So you sign up for this. This is just assumption. You sign up for this service. You request that you'll be visiting, or I'm guessing the city, and you rent another person's home space.
Pretty much. So I mean, it's like a hotel where you select your dates and you enter the city and you see which locations have their place available. So it's either people either rent their entire house. They might not be there for that period, so they just rent it out and they want somebody to be there.
So hold on. So they might not be there. Are they sometimes there?
Yeah.
Oh.
So it's different. So it's different things. So it's either they rent you the entire home and they're not there, or they let you rent a room and they're just in the house, which is a little strange. I don't think I've ever done that.
Yeah, that's so.
Or they let you rent, which is probably the worst, just like a couch or something.
See, here's the thing though. What if they serve you poop water?
I call up Bill Gates and say, "Is this okay? Is this Bill Gates approved?"
I mean, Okay, I mean, it makes sense.
So the good thing is that I'm gonna be renting their entire house, so it's just gonna be me and Daisy in their in their house. So it's not gonna be awkward. They're not gonna be there, so that's a good thing.
That's pretty cool.
And I've used it once before when I went to California. They had a guest house in the back, and they were in the main house, so we never interacted with them. So that was cool too. Yeah, we got their guest house, and we have a entrance just to ourselves. So that was, and it's cheaper than hotels. So if you ever plan on traveling, I actually do recommend Airbnb.
Okay. Yeah, I've heard things about it. I've never really, not too familiar with it, but I mean, it sounds legit. Sounds like it's something that people use, with much success.
Would you see yourself, let's say you had your own apartment or something, would you see yourself renting out a room in your place, or if you needed the money or something?
I mean, if it's, gosh, or I guess, yeah, I mean, I would think so. It makes sense. It makes financial sense where you'll be getting like extra income on the side. The only thing that trips me out though is that how do they deal with like theft and things like that? What if someone just comes over and just takes my stuff? I'm guessing
they're insured for that.
Yeah, sounds about right.
I think they would be. I mean, because you're right, and I think they verify it with. They try to get to know you, I guess.
Oh, okay.
So you fill out a form and you write about yourself, and they have access to your Facebook to see like a snapshot of yourself.
They might.
I don't know.
We might want to be careful then because they might not accept you, Ozzy.
What do you mean?
Because if you wrote in the About Me section, I do a BlooHoops podcast with my best friend, you might want to.
Oh yeah, I should probably take off the chat roulette thing too. I have a lot of videos posted on there that are inappropriate.
Oh, God. Oh my goodness. Okay. So, yeah, it makes sense. I mean, yeah, why not? I mean, again, extra income. Who doesn't want that? One thing that I will question you though, and this is, again, just very, very, I'm conflicted by this. Why New York? You mentioned Daisy, but do you want to go?
Yeah. I mean,
and Daisy's your girlfriend, by the way.
Yeah. So Daisy has been asking me about it for like the last 2 years, how she's wanted to go. Mm-hmm. And I mean, now that I have some time off, because I mean, I don't want to get too much into it, but quit my job, whatever, for whatever reasons.
Another topic.
Yeah, for another day. So now I have some free time, so I was like, I should do more traveling. So I figured, I mean, New York is one of the meccas, I guess, of the world, one of the biggest cities in the world. So I was like, New York, why not?
Yeah.
Should I be worried? I mean, probably not, right?
I mean it's New York.
It's a big city. It's a big unknown.
I live in the best state ever, California. It's just the best, you know. New York scares me, man. There's too many people there. There's like buildings are like bigger than they should be. And I mean, personally, I get nervous around being a large group of people. So I can only imagine doing that nonstop in a big city like New York and just feeling like I went to LA recently. I felt like I was gonna get mugged every 5 minutes. I can only imagine what New York feels like.
Yeah, you know, honestly. Yeah, I mean, I don't like big cities, and you don't get any bigger than New York, so it's like, well, we'll see. And I mean, the main issue I have with going to big cities is the driving, because most of the times that I've traveled to Seattle, Portland, or areas in California, I've had to drive, and that stresses me out, especially LA. I mean, that's a shitstorm.
Yeah.
But luckily, there's no way I'm going to be driving in New York. I mean, all those cars, all that traffic, forget it. So we're probably just going to be using the train and the taxis and the Ubers. I don't know.
The good old subway.
So, yeah. And that's another thing I'm worried about, the subway. It's just people jacking off in the subway.
Oh, my God, man. Jeez.
Sorry.
I mean, it is.
I don't know what to expect. It's pretty much, but it's a good thing that you don't know. It's a good thing and a bad thing. It's something new. I don't know. We'll see, man.
I say embrace the experience. Don't get too comfortable because, I mean, New York it's a whole other beast. You know,
Yeah.
it's just I think the people and let's put it this way. Other than the nice views, the nice I guess scenery,
Sure.
the nice buildings. I
Statue of Liberty?
have not heard good things about the people. I'm not saying there aren't any good people in New York. I'm sure there are.
Yeah.
Tons of people who are.
I guess I'll go and I'll report back to you and see. I'll let you know if they're bad or good.
Yeah. I mean, New York, it's a whole other beast. It's good though. At least you'll be able to try it out. See that for yourself. I mean, you got an Airbnb from, I'm guessing, some nice.
I mean, it looks legit. You know?
Yeah. So.
Should I be worried that it's 3 days after September 11th? Or is that not a worry anymore? I mean, it's been 15 years.
I think you'll be okay.
All right.
Make sure to salute our troops, Ozzy. You know.
Yeah, I'm planning on going to the memorial, actually.
Yeah, that's pretty cool, man.
Trying to see as much stuff as I can. The memorial, Statue of Liberty, that big park, what's it called?
Yeah.
You know what I'm
I know what you're
talking
talking about, yeah.
All the museums there are supposed to be pretty impressive, so I'll go to a couple museums.
Yeah, that's pretty legit.
We'll see, man. Pretty excited about it. A little bit nervous.
Empire State of Mind. Jay-Z. Featuring Alicia Keys.
Do you have any interest at all in New York?
I like the fact that it's always compared to LA in terms of Hollywood. I mean, LA and Hollywood in terms of how it's the place to be when you're here in the States. Again, from what I don't know anything about New York, to be honest. The only thing I can think of is every time I see Seinfeld, you know how they introduce that segment. that's how I picture New York. It looks like it's hustle and bustle.
Yeah, and very tight, very small, cramped spaces.
People pushing each other. You know,
Brooklyn accent.
Yeah, I'm just not sure if I feel comfortable around that personally, because again, too many people and.
Yeah.
But some people enjoy that, you know. One of my good friends, I think one of my good friends, Diego, he actually likes being around a large group of people. You know,
like it?
Yeah, I can't. I don't think I can. I mean, if I'm in that situation, you know, I kind of have to be. I remember I was in LA, and I was walking around, and I kid you not, I stopped halfway in like this large street, and because there was people walking back and forth, and I stopped midway, and I was just trying to admire the scenery, right? I kid you not, this lady just shows up out of nowhere, pushes me out of the way, and so I'm like, "Excuse me, can you move?" And I'm like, "I'm sorry." I'm like, "I didn't, you know." Oh man, so
You're just a farm boy from Kansas. I don't know this big city life.
So that's what I picture New York to be, just people going back and forth and, you know,
just nonstop movement.
Yeah, and then so it's a little intimidating for me. I'm sure it's great for the people that live there. You know, I'm assuming you live in New York because you enjoy it. So on that side, I'm pretty sure it's legit. And again, I mean, it looks freaking amazing. You have the Statue of Liberty. You guys are stuck with the Knicks, but that's a whole other issue.
Got the Yankees.
Yeah, the Yankees they're always winning stuff. But I'm sure it's pretty legit in terms of, you know, viewing the big city. I mean, that you're right. It's one of the places that people want to visit. I remember I was hearing about. Do you remember the soccer player Thierry Henry?
Yeah.
It's a French player. Took the subway over there in New York. Nobody recognized him. No one.
Yeah.
That's
insane.
That's pretty legit. But you know, I've always wanted to ride a subway. I think that's one of the cool things. I mean, aside from seeing that that stuff that you mentioned earlier, Subway.
Right.
The Subway seems legit.
Yeah,
we don't have that here in LA. We're trying to get one, but
a Subway like underground?
I mean, not
in LA?
Subway. I mean, what do you call it? A metro, like
Oh, yeah.
They're trying to build one from that connects LA to San Francisco.
That's huge.
I know, that's insane. That's like a 10-year project, maybe even more. But so yeah, that's one of the things I would like to do. New York definitely intrigues me. I'm a little intimidated by it, but it'll certainly be a good experience to try it out and go visit. Maybe not so much a Knicks game, but
Yeah. And
poor Knicks.
what was I gonna say? Yeah, I think after this, my next trip is probably gonna be something more low key. I'm gonna try to find something more serene, more quiet, because I think most of my trips have been to like big cities, Seattle, Las Vegas, New York. So next one's gonna be something more quiet.
What's a quiet area that I think about?
I don't know. I always think of like New Hampshire or something as quiet, or Maine. It's like more quiet.
I reckon we got some city folk here.
Or Vermont.
Yeah. Huh.
We'll see. I don't know.
Montana.
Montana sounds terrible. It's just nothingness.
Hey.
Idaho.
Maybe nothingness is everything.
Jesus, Socrates only. So yeah, I mean, we'll see. I'll come back on this podcast and I'll discuss it. Are any of the stereotypes true?
We'll see. I'm down to hear that. Give us an update on that, Ozzy, pretty soon.
For sure.
All right.
Pretty much. Go on.
We're good?
Yeah, go on.
All right. So with that being said, New York will be a to-be-continued story.
That's right.
Alrighty, so moving on to our final and last topic, the Quicktime Events. Just made up about
30 minutes ago.
30, maybe an hour ago. So we made this this segment to kind of for our viewers to get a better idea of who we are and what exactly we like, things we enjoy, things like that. So we're gonna ask each other some quick fire questions. 5, is it?
Yeah. Now, should we go 5? I do 5, then you do 5, or should I do 1, 1, 1, 2, like that? What do you
How
want
about
to do?
1? I do 1, you do 1. Yeah, I do 1, you do 1.
I like it.
All right. You go first, Ozzy. Throw at me. Come on. What's up?
All right. This is a stupid one. All right.
All right. Show me what you got. Let's do it.
How long does it take you to shower?
45 minutes. Damn it.
Are you serious?
I take them luxurious showers.
Jesus, no wonder the friggin' you have water issues over there. 45 minutes.
Hey, like George Bush said, if it feels good, do
it. Quoting George Bush on this.
That's right.
All right, go. 45 minutes, Jesus.
Okay, my question. Current favorite TV show?
Jesus. Okay, I am gonna say The Americans.
The hell is that? Oh, it's that dumb spy show. Whatever.
Don't say dumb. It's a great show.
Whatever.
Hidden gem.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Okay. Right.
Or Mr. Robot. I don't know.
Okay, I respect that.
All right, my turn. You mentioned to me that you have 3 favorite games.
Yes, sir.
Final Fantasy X, Persona 3,
yes,
Legend of Zelda.
Yes.
If you can only stick with one of these to exist, which one would it be?
Throw me in the grinder here, Ozzy.
Hard-hitting questions.
I mean, I do love my games. It'll have to be Final Fantasy X.
All right.
Yeah, definitely. Reason being, it kind of when I first played it, it showed me what a game could be. And I think that's what I liked most about it.
All right, cool.
All right. Here's a Here's a curveball for you. What's your favorite soap to use?
Irish Spring.
Oh, come on, man.
Are you kidding me?
I knew that was coming. Like,
What'd you?
geez,
Irish Spring, it's fresh, it's revitalizing. You smell it, you scrub it, you feel like it's working. What do you use?
Huh?
What do you use?
What about Dove? Come on, man. Dove.
I got no problem with Dove, but it doesn't have the sense of Irish Spring. I do use a Dove shaving after balm, whatever that's called.
Oh,
And that's pretty legit. But Irish Spring all the way.
interesting. I had no idea. Oh, I mean, I had a generic idea because every, quarter life guy uses Irish Spring, but
Stupid, okay?
all right, sounds good. To be fair, I have considered it. Not really sure what to expect, but maybe I'll get it down the line.
All right.
Alrighty,
My question.
come on, bring your A game. Throw me one, Ozzy.
Very general question.
All right, let's do it. What is it?
What makes you laugh the most?
Ah, shoot. Like,
Anything. TV, stand-up, movies, people, friends, me.
okay, I'll throw in. I'll put this in. What's currently making me laugh? I guess, because I laugh at almost everything. So, I'm laughing now. Gosh, what makes me laugh? King of the Hill quotes or references. I love King
Legit.
Of, yeah,
I like it.
I love King of the Hill. It's great.
You have a favorite one?
There's this episode in King of the Hill where Dale Gribble, he's it's a four of them in the alley, and out of nowhere he says something like, hey guys, I recently figured out how to drink my beer through osmosis. And he grabs his beer and he just starts rubbing it on himself. Oh, it's moronic.
It's a great show.
Hilarious.
Yeah.
All right, next one. This one's a bit generic too, but it needs to be asked. Ozzy, boxers or briefs?
I gotta go briefs.
I'm with
Briefs are the ones that are long, but they're still,
you. Yeah.
box. I go briefs.
Did you ever try boxers?
I mean, I have both actually, but I prefer wearing the boxers. It just feels more comfortable.
The boxers or briefs?
The briefs.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I'm in the same boat.
All right.
Briefs.
All right. Which celebrity are you most attracted to?
Oh man.
Who's the
Gosh.
hottest right now?
It's a hottie right now. I gotta say Margot Robbie's doing that show with that Harley Quinn.
Damn. Yeah.
It's not even fair. Who else? I think the girl who plays Katana is really cute too.
The Asian girl?
Yeah. I think
Oh.
her name is Karen Fukunaga.
Oh, yeah.
And then pretty much any female that's playing a superhero, hands down.
All right.
Let's see. All right, men with fedora, okay, not okay.
I'm gonna go not okay. I mean, I guess it depends.
You're insulting men with the fedora worldwide, Ozzy. Come on.
I know. I mean, it depends on the location. Like, someone in Arizona has no reason to wear a fedora. I could picture someone in New York wearing a fedora.
What if it's stylish? What if it's...
I'm gonna still go no.
Okay.
Get rid of the fedora.
Hashtag with the fedora. Spread it.
What's your opinion of fedoras?
I mean, you ain't gonna see me wearing one, that's for sure. Some people overkill. For some people, it looks good. For others, it doesn't. I've seen some people, especially if you got a big head like I do. People with big heads should not wear fedoras. It looks goofy, it looks tacky. However, you got a more slim, slender shape like Ozzy, you might be able to pull it off me. So, You
I
know.
mean, if you're a model or if you're modeling for it, sure. But if you're wearing in real life, ditch it.
That reminds me. Recently, like I said, I went to LA with my best friend Diego, and as we were walking around, now put this in mind. Diego we just came back from hiking, right? So
Yeah.
Diego had pretty much minimal clothes, and
He always does.
and he had small shorts on, right? He had small shorts on it, and
Smart shorts?
no, small, like really
Oh,
short.
okay.
And again, we're walking around the city now. We're no longer hiking, and it's kind of like close to evening, and we're walking around, and some guy passing out flyers. He looks at Diego and he says, hey, making a statement with those shorts. And I was like, what does that mean?
Yeah.
Is that an insult or is that a compliment? No,
Yeah.
I took it as an insult, but Diego took it as a compliment. So go figure. But
Yeah, I saw those shorts. They are really short.
but when I see someone with a fedora, that's making a statement out there. So
Huh. All right. My turn, right?
yeah.
All right. This is another video game one.
All right.
If you could be any video game character, who would you be?
Damn. Oh, fuck. Okay. These are curveballs, Ozzy. Come on, man. If I could be any video game character. Ah, crap. This is gonna haunt me. Watch. I mean, there's so many variables. Like the world, you gotta take into account the world. You gotta take into account the possibility of dying. You gotta take into account, all that good stuff. I'd have to be. Link from Legend of Zelda.
Okay.
Doesn't talk, doesn't say much, goes in, does his work, gets paid, gets the girl, you win. It's all good.
He's got it
Hands
all.
down. Hey, traveling, hiking while he's doing it, it's legit. What's up?
All right. Cool.
All right, Wazzy. And my last question for you is, who is the worst current music artist?
Oh boy. Okay.
If you say what I'm thinking, I'm going to be so upset with you. Worst current music artist.
Okay, I'm gonna go with I don't know if you know him, but Flowrider.
Oh, yeah. Laura is bad.
No, wait. I'm gonna change it. Pitbull.
Dale. Come on, man. What do you have against Mr.
Oh,
305?
every song is the same. They always put him in the World Cup and the Euro Cup. Stop with the fucking Pitbull. He's terrible music.
Mr. 305.
Mr. Worldwide. Gives himself. The jackass gives himself his own nickname. Come on. Mr. Worldwide.
I was like, jackass gives his own name.
Terrible music. But Florida is not far behind.
Oh, God. Oh, my God. Okay.
I think it's a good way to end the show right there.
Yeah.
I like it.
All right, Ozzy. So, with that being said, Quicktime Event is complete. If you guys are tuning in on YouTube, make sure. Well, actually, what else would you be tuning in? Pretty soon, we look to be updating maybe to other platforms. Maybe adding this thing called SoundCloud or GarageBand, if that thing's still around, whatever. Anyways, thank you guys for tuning into the show, BlooHoops Ep.3, with me and Ozzy. And if you guys can, give us a follow on... Actually, subscribe to our channel first. Make sure to subscribe in the button either down there, up there. There's a button here and somewhere around this video you can subscribe. Make sure to subscribe to us there. Give us a like. Add a comment here and there. Tell us what we're doing wrong, what we're doing right. Preferably what we're doing right. I like hearing nice things. I'm not a big person who takes on negativity. Put it that way.
I'm okay with both.
And if you guys can, give us a follow on our Instagrams. I am at Writing to Eddy. My boy Ozzy is it the real Ozzy or
It's
real Ozzy?
just real Ozzy.
It's real Ozzy. And he has
Ozzy.
Yeah. Give Ozzy a follow at Real Ozzy, me at Writing to Eddy. We're on Instagram. We're also on other social media platforms. I'm on Twitter. Ozzy's on Snapchat. I'll put those links in the description. And with that being said, thank you guys for tuning in to episode 3. This has been the BlooHoops Podcast, and I thank you for listening. Ozzy, what do you want to say to our viewers?
Thanks for listening. See you next week.
All right, guys. See you next week. Peace out.